coming up with new IPs and then closing the studios straight after the fucking title's been made. What the hell is going on here? And
Well,
it's not just that company. There is other companies out there. There's Capcom's done the same fucking job. Square Enix did it for a while. Fucking Konami started doing it. So
Activision.
Activision is the biggest fucking horror of the lot.
Yes.
It's not just one company. It's all of them. They're all doing the same fucking tactics. And they're wondering why we're pining for cartridge-based day, the cartridge-based media days. Well, let's just say they made games. They made
Well,
games that still stand and still hold to this
yeah.
fucking day. No,
He,
name 3 games from this generation that you can honestly say would hold up, what, 10, 15, or 25 years down the line?
I'm
Well,
sure
I
you
don't know.
could
Apparently,
list
anything on the
some.
Virtual Console.
I'm sure you could list some, but they'd all be from 2005 to 2007.
Exactly.
They would.
Exactly.
Because after that, it all headed downhill, with a few notable exceptions. But there's always an exception that proves the rule. The thing that irritates me the most about this interview is that he's essentially stating that DLC is an inevitability, when we really know what this is being motivated by, because we have John Riccitiello, the head of EA, the CEO of EA, saying basically on camera, there's an audio file of it, you can see it on YouTube, look it up. John Riccitiello saying that the reason they're pushing DLC so hard is that, and the reason they're pushing premium mode so hard, is that when you're actually playing a game, it's harder for you to say no to buying something. They
Yeah.
just want your money. It's as simple as that. It's a cash
Well,
grab. It has nothing to
and
do
what's
with
funny is,
inevitability of the future or
oh yeah,
evolution or innovation. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that once the controller is in your hands, you are not as protective of your pocketbook. Period.
yeah. There's no reason your game controller should ever have a relationship with your debit card.
Yeah, and I can completely relate to that. I mean, I had a girlfriend who was really into Halo 3. I hate Halo, you know, but I remember I must have bought like 3 or 4 map packs for that just because she wanted to play them. You know what I mean?
What
So
a bitch.
I I know, right? But once the controller's in your hands, it's so much harder to say no.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's an interesting thing because, it seems the game companies want it both ways, but if you look at it right, they have it both ways. Because there was a time where you had to get off your ass and go into a store and let every company go toe to toe and say, hey, buy this game, not that one. Look what I got for you. Huh? We got violence, we got, and they had to do that. And now they're in your fucking living room and you're defenseless against this shit because for some reason people don't give a shit about anything when their pants are undone or they're on their sofa. Or
Yeah.
pants are undone on the sofa.
But any
You
bit
could
of
throw away
prop-
your entire life and mortgage on that.
Yeah, and Xbox Live are making sure of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
any old, that's the thing. Any bit of propaganda begins with language, and by turning it into a situation where the people who are against this are regressive and the people who are for it are progressive, it makes it seem like their argument has more merit than it really does. It's not an inevitability, it's not evolution. It has nothing to do with innovation. It is plain and simple. They want more of your money and they want it quicker because they're not making as much. And the reason why they're not making as much, full stop, is that they're making bad games, increasingly shittier games at the very least.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's much like, the discussion we had many weeks ago about the Snickers bar and how it seems like it's getting smaller and they're just chipping away little by little. They're charging the same goddamn price, which is not respective to, inflation of any kind, and, you'll go for it. I can't figure out why these fucking people will just go along with anything. Probably because most people are stupid and they know that they influence the way they think and, it's, God, fuck you
See,
people.
people like PD have a problem with anyone that has a set standard and won't accept shit that you're telling them is gold. Like, goodness gracious, you didn't just accept this steaming pile for what it was? Oh, you actually have something negative to say. Whoa, 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 whoa now. I have a complete fucking pile of idiots over there that are saying it's really good. You need to go and lump yourself with them. Seriously.
Yeah,
Get
that's
that fucking
when
head meat out of there and stop using it.
that's when Stanley Wu comes by and says, "End of Rhine."
Hmm.